So, welcome back. We now have the losers qualification. I'm Jakob Tongalon, and I'll be commentating for the moment. Might have a couple of people join me shortly. This is the losers qualification. Ben Davies, Kristi Caulfield. We're just starting the game. Ben's broke. It's a foul break. White's in. So, left in the mix, losers qualification. We've got this game, then we've got Mark Farnsworth and Michael Tomlinson. Wow, that should be a battle. Gavin Robinson and Carl Brown. Scott Ross and John McAllister, which means that I believe Kyle Brown and Gavin Robinson playing each other are the two non-elites that have got furthest. So, whoever's got them in the Calcutta must be happy. Kyle and Gavin have already started. And Mark and Michael and Scott Ross and John McAllister have still yet to start. If you could all like and share the stream, as I've been banned from sharing again because I'm a little bit too quick on the button, that would be great. Kristi is on reds. And looking to take this to game. Played that well. No messing around from Kristi. Should be taking this to 1-0 as we speak. So, who do you guys think is going to win this? Kristi or Ben? Their last results, Kristi lost 11-6 to Jordan Church in the winners qualification, so it gets an extra life. And Ben beat Mr. Brennan. (8-7), so it's quite a close call. Sorry, I was struggling to find that on the Q score for a second then. It's got 135 watching. I'm sure we can pump that up quite a lot. Let's get it going. Give us a share. Send in any comments. Cheers, Adrian Lewis. Seems like you're enjoying the pool. Been watching all day today, I think, haven't you? Gavin Robinson taking a 1-0 lead over Kyle Brown. Kyle Brown having done exceptionally well to get to this stage of the tournament. Especially after he said that when he played Craig Lakin, that Lakin was miles above him, but seems to have done well in getting as far as he has during this weekend. Thank you very much, Martin Butler. Glad to hear you've enjoyed it. If the rest of you could all give us a share as well, that would be mint. Obviously Ben's got a bit of a problem ball down there in the middle, top middle of the table, which it's going to be a bit of a struggle to get out. If the right hand side of the three yellows hadn't been in the way, it'd be quite easy now. But I'll tell you what, well, that's landed rather nice. So bottom left, top right, and then the corner pocket at the top left. The black then into the corner right. Although he's going to have to be careful when he plays the top left pocket, as it's sat just slightly across, and he's got to get the white back out again without disturbing the yellows too much. So this is the shot that I was talking about. He's going to have to be really careful here. Although has he actually got a nice angle to be able to screw back into the yellow to get it out of the way. He's going to have to give it a bit of a poke though. He's got to be careful that he's still got a shot on the black. Thank you very much, Eamon Staunton. Thank you very much, George Shields. Ouch. Bit too much fizz there. So, there isn't really much he can do in the way of a safety here, due to the fact that there's so many yellows on the table. I mean, he could leave it difficult, but with only one ball on the table, it always becomes a bit of a game of cat and mouse, doesn't it? So, in my opinion, he's really got to be looking at this double. He's definitely having a good old think about it. So someone's saying trim it off the yellow. Have you seen how close the white is to the black? That'd be some shot. I think the double's probably the easier of the two. Looking for a rest, I think. Ben, do you need a rest? Yes. Yeah, just waiting on a rest. That'd be some savage cut.
It's only 20 past 2 in the afternoon. What's he want to rest for? I make one comment and you hand me the mic.
Well, you know, it's better than sitting here alone.
Yay,
Neil
a rest is in the building.
Yeah,
It's the first time I've seen a rest used in this competition.
Neil Ford, I'm on it. It's got to be a double. Love a double, son. Love a double. Let's see what you got then. I think I've actually ever looked at a rest from an overhead. What shot's he looking at? He's queuing to the left of the ball. He's gone for the treble. Oh.
This is a valiant effort.
Morning, Penners. How you doing, buddy?
Good afternoon, Penners.
Oh, afternoon. Feels like the morning still. Still waking up. Haven't seen you on much this weekend. Anybody on the first day? Were you watching the Toby Volt game yesterday, were you? Do love a good money match. Kristi not wasting any time at all. Ah, you were out on the lash last night. I see. Fancy that, being out on the lash when there's pool to watch. Penners is normally all over watching pool, isn't he? He's normally pretty much begging people to play just so he can watch it.
Addicted, that man. Addicted.
So, Kristi making this 2-0. Taking full advantage of Ben's mistakes. Penners, get sharing the stream, buddy. I've been blocked from sharing again. I wonder what the rules are, how many places you can share it to within the space of a minute. Yeah, that was a nice finish, wasn't it? can share again. Good stuff. Right, well, I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm just going to get banned from sharing again. If anybody knows how many places it is that you can share to, let me know so I don't keep overdoing it. Let's get the viewing figures up on this. We're also live on YouTube, www.youtube.com/c/EliteAbleTV. So if you fancy watching it on your big screen, you can. Ben looking like he feels he's struggling a bit. Exercising his arm. Looks like he feels like he hasn't got it going quite yet. So other scores, it is 1-1 between Mark Farnsworth and Michael Tomlinson, and Gavin Rollinson's 3-1 up on Kyle Brown. Scott Ross and John McAllister are currently 1-1. Someone's just asked, Darren Darbo's just asked if Jack Whelan's still in it. Yes, he is. He is one of the first people through to the quarterfinals, having beaten John McAllister 11-9 in the winners' qualification. Not lost a match yet. Himself, Jordan Church, Liam Dunster and Phil Harrison through from the winners' qualifications. And the winners of the current matches to be redrawn against them live afterwards.
I'll be back with you in just a second. Ben's just gone for a little toilet break. Kristi to break.
Sorry about the break in the commentary. I'm just organising a few things for the quarter-final draw. Be back with you shortly. Hope you're all enjoying the fruits of our labour this weekend and the quality of the pool from these players. I hope you'll agree with me that some of it has been absolutely outstanding. Craig Davies, yeah. Harrison is playing very well, but then again, so's Dunster, and so's Whelan. So's Farnsworth, despite having lost one. Jordan Church can't be looked past either. He's been playing some phenomenal pool this weekend. Sorry, can't get my words out. So I'm back with you now anyway. Unfortunately for you. Ben can only really be looking to play a safety here. Who have the rest of you got for winning the tournament then? Apart from Craig Davies. Craig Davies, you're more than welcome to come and take over if you want. But as I've been bringing you the stream and you're watching for free, then your opinion's only so valid. So Mark's the reigning champion and has been playing very well. So Craig, you're saying that Dunster's still playing the first round. Well, actually, I think you'll find that he's sped up his game quite a bit. I don't know if it's due to the Taom shootout being involved in that, but he's not playing anywhere near as slowly as he was. There's definitely players that have been playing this weekend that are playing slower than Dunster is. I think he's got a bit of a bad rap, really. Good afternoon, Rob Holt. How you doing, buddy? I have to get you in to do some commentating next time. So we've got Mark Farnsworth 2 frames to 1 down against Michael Tomlinson. Gavin Robinson 6 frames to 1 against Kyle Brown. That's a bit of a result so far. We've got Scott Ross 3 frames to 1 up against John McAllister. Liam Dunster's through, Jack Whelan's through, Jordan Church is through, and Phil Harrison are through. No, Kyle Brown was playing very well until Dunster pumped him. And it was a serious pumping as well. (11-1). The second worst thumping after the 11-0 that Mark Farnsworth gave Lee Clough earlier on in the weekend. Who is JHJ? So Kristi's only got them one marginal problem ball on the bottom left hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a drama. Leave it till last. Pop the black in the middle right. He's landed perfect on this. Into the top left. Or take one of the middles if he chooses. Not liking that though, by the looks of it. Oh, James Humphreys Jenks. Unfortunately, Jenks is working today, I believe. So not available for commentary. Gavin Robinson's just taken another frame against Kyle Brown, making it 7-1. And that was like Moses parting the 7 seas. Very good. Slightly underrun that. Not a massive drama though. It seems to have played this perfect. Beautiful. So 3-1 to Kristi Caulfield, barring any major dramas. Nicely done. Well cleared. Ben Davies to break, trailing 3 frames to 1. It's funny how some of the bigger lads make Powerhouse break look like it's completely effortless. Davies saying that Harrison will smash Funster. Well, we'll see about that. I think that'll be a very good match. Gavin Robinson, first non-elite through to the quarter-final. They might have to start thinking about changing his status soon, I think. He played in the national finals of the Northern Pool Promotions Southern and Northern Tours and won 3 of the competitions. On very good form. Farnsworth just equalised 2-2 against Michael Tomlinson. Scott Ross now 4-1 up against John McAllister. A little bit of work to do left for Ben yet. Harrison is definitely a class player. Good to watch, regardless of how much he shakes his head. We had a bit of a joke with him between the last match and this one about how dissatisfied he is even when he lands absolutely perfect on everything. Starting to come a bit of hard work for Ben this. Possibly going to have to look at creating an element of safety here. Does look like the bottom one of these 2 yellows passes into the middle by the overhead. And actually that gives him an angle. Still not got the blackout. Not ideal cueing no matter how you look at it. He's definitely not very happy with that. Craig Davies would like to see Jordan Church win it. Yeah, Jordan's a very nice guy. Be nice to see someone completely different step in and win. CC is watching Time to Behave. Who is CC? Darren Dolbear, you don't know. Talking a load of acronyms. Oh, he's run a bit far there. I mean, it's still on and it's not that difficult, but still probably slightly more difficult than he'd like it to be. Nicely done, Kristi. Kristi to break. Gavin Robinson's just walked into the room after his win against Kyle Brown. Looking quite chuffed with himself. See if I can get Declan Brennan's attention to come and do a bit of commentating with me. Looks like he might well do in a minute. So 4-1, race to 8. Ben's going to have to start digging a bit deep. Otherwise this could quite easily run away with him, or from him rather. Darren Dolbear, I think Buzz has probably gone as he's been knocked out. Michael Tomlinson's taken another frame off Mark Farnsworth to make it 3-2. No, 4-2, sorry. Scott Ross is now 6-1 up on John McAllister. He was playing very well earlier on stream. So, clearly continuing the trend. John's obviously not in quite the same form as he was yesterday. Ben has been devastatingly unlucky to not collide with those two balls. Unreal. So it looks like he's going to use this ball to try and free the yellow and the red. He's going to have another go at it now, really. And hope for a favourable outcome to be able to get back on his last ball. Oh my God, he's missed it. Yeah, Scott Rossett is playing very well this weekend. Took out Mark Boyle earlier, quite convincingly as well. Wowzers, that was close. So Declan Brennan's going to join me on the mic in a little while, which would be nice. It's a little bit tough when you're on your own with no one to talk to. I feel a little bit like you're talking to yourself. Can Ben bring this back? That's the question. Exploring every angle. Could have done with hanging that a little bit further over the pocket, I think. I'm going to love you and leave you for a minute. I'm just going to go and grab a drink. Be right back. So, back again. Apologies for that. Being back, that is not the break. So, yeah, I was thinking Kristi pretty much had to play the safety there. Ben could be tied in a few knots here. Unless he manages to pull off something nice. Yeah, I think Ben does need this frame in order to stay in the runnings. Otherwise it very much will be running away with him. And do you think maybe Craig Davies, as you're saying, that he's not the same player that he was since winning the world title? When you start to get a reputation and you win a title like that, do you think in your head you've kind of got something that you need to defend because you've been given that title of, or you've earned that title of being the world's greatest? Sort of with the mindset of you've got something to lose rather than something to gain, something to live up to. A little bit like the mindset of being behind in a match or being in front in a match. It's sometimes more difficult to stay in front than it is to catch up from being behind, because the match becomes yours to lose, rather than perhaps giving you the determination to buck your ideas up and win the frames back. I know when I play money matches I play a lot better if I am a few frames behind in the beginning than if I get ahead.
So, John McAllister's just been knocked out by Scott Ross, 8-2. John's played well all weekend as well, hasn't he? So,
yeah, very well.
Scott must have been playing really well.
So that means we've got two matches left to finish. Mark Farnsworth's 5-3 down to Michael Tomlinson. Michael Tomlinson obviously feeling like he needed to buck his ideas up after losing to Phil. Not that he got a lot of visits to the table. Oh wow. Savage. Absolutely savage.
At a pivotal point and all.
Yeah, Craig Davies, you might be right. There could be better players in this than the ones that he beat for his world title. It's entirely possible. There is a very strong field here. Ben to break. That's a big break. So 5-1. However, this is definitely a golden opportunity to be getting another one on the board. Reds being the obvious favourite. Black currently only going into the right-hand middle, or perhaps the top left. Obviously, this end of the table as well, if the other balls are out of the way. But so Craig's saying that this should be the World Championship. You are missing out the field that's assembled for the Supreme Series. Don't know whether they managed to fill it or not. Been a bit busy this weekend to pay attention. So red's selected. Should theoretically be a relatively simple case of connecting the dots. How are you guys going about this clearance? There's a slight delay on the feed, so you might not have time to really could have done without that. Kristi is straight up out of his seat to have a look. So he missed that Ben's just nudged his red into an unpottable position from what actually was a relatively easy connect the dots finish.
Was that for a break dish, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, a bit frustration there on Ben's face as well.
Kristi playing the long game, being sensible. Ben, get these balls out for me. No euphemism there.
So they've agreed on a total.
That must be exceptionally close. So has he left the middle yellow into the corner pocket? That's the question.
I think that early pot of the black ball in the last frame has got to Ben a little bit. Seems a bit more frustrated this time round in this frame.
What, that headless Ben you just showed?
Headless Ben I just showed. I know, I just tried to get a close-up view of him. And the camera's too close.
His head's fallen off. What's happened?
There he is.
Must have given his head a wobble. So I wonder how the poll is doing.
Oh, shall we have a look?
So, no one's changed their mind this time.
Majority
And,
still thinks Ben.
Ben Davies still ahead in the poll, 57% to 43. I think he'll be doing well to bring this back from here.
Yeah, like I said, I think his head's gone a little bit where he put black in the previous frame early, and he was on for the break dish and in this frame. Well, as you can see, he was 3 ball short.
I think actually when he took the ball into the corner pocket earlier, I think he'd have been better off taking the other corner first. Oh, wow.
Oh, what a worldie.
Hello, what's happening here?
Behave.
Oh, no.
Oh, he deserved a bit of luck. Unlucky.
Pool is a cruel, cruel game. You can only feel for Ben there.
Never total called. No, Ben, you got to hit the white ball.
It looks like he's looking to try and pop the red off the black into the middle potentially. He's having a look where the black's going as well. Yeah. Lloyd Banfield, I said exactly the same. Great shot. It's a funny old thing, isn't it? When you're playing and things are going wrong and you don't get any run. The mystic laws of the universe.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, that wasn't a million miles away. That wasn't a million miles away.
That was so close. He's just not having the rub of the green though, is he?
Afternoon, John Egan. Why aren't you here playing? I mean, you might not still be in now, but why weren't you here playing? Should be getting your name up in the lights.
So after this match, it'll be the quarter-final draw, live draws, I presume on stream. Yes.
Yep.
So that'll follow straight after this match.
Afternoon, Jeffrey Bartle. How you doing?
And I can tell you, we've got already in the quarter-final is Liam Dunster, Jack Whelan, Jordan Church, and Phil Harrison.
Mark Farnsworth now trailing 6 frames to 3 against Michael Tomlinson. And Gavin Robinson and Scott Ross already through from the losers qualification. Kristi looking very determined to
Yes,
make
he
his
does,
name in
doesn't
the next
he?
one.
So 6-1, do you reckon?
Should be.
It's a tall order to come back from though, isn't it?
Yep. Especially with the fact that Kristi's queuing very well.
With Kristi to break 2. But not had a break dish from either of these guys. Only had one reverse dish, which was Kristi.
Just getting pipped on the last couple of the balls, or a break that doesn't split too well.
And that reverse dish was on a foul break as well.
So I'm just going to disappear for a second and just check that we've got people in place to do the live draw. Bear with me. The half button are all watching, eh? You got it up on a big screen? Watching on YouTube and commenting on your phone, or how are we going about it? Yep, surprising. Sorry? So, what have we got then, Ben? Free shot. Let's see you work it out. It is now 7 frames to 3. Michael Tomlinson ahead of Mark Farnsworth. Starting to become a bit of a pummeling. Surprising, given how well Mark's been playing. Right. Come on then, Ben. Let's see you bring this to respectable. Afternoon, Jamie Thomas. How are you doing, mate? How's Cyprus? So jealous. Out in the sun. Stood outside earlier and closed my eyes and pretended I was at the beach.
We did, didn't we?
Bit of wind in our faces, but it's cold air rather than hot air.
Yeah, it certainly didn't feel like Cyprus air, did it?
Jammy git. Nice to see that you want to watch the stream, even though you're abroad. Good on you, son. Hope you're doing well in the pool over there.
Yesterday, I see someone put on Facebook that they were out on a date night. An hour later, I could see that they were actually on the stream commenting. It was one of our friends.
Do you remember who it was?
I can't remember.
I have to give him a bit. Oh no, where's this white going?
If it was you, tell us.
Wow. That was so close to going wrong.
Phew.
So, 6-2. Quick toilet break for Kristi.
Not much going on the stats page at the minute.
Jamie Thomas has just got back. Half but streaming live soon ourselves too. Good stuff. Good to hear.
Streaming today, is that?
No. They're setting up a stream in the half but in.
Good luck, good luck.
That's I believe that's Jamie's place. Our streaming software prioritises Facebook over YouTube, so the stream will be slightly in front of YouTube on the Facebook. Not sure why that is, but
have a look at the poll.
So 52% still saying that Ben Davies will clinch it. 48 saying Kristi. I'm proud of you guys for not changing your minds despite what's going on.
Unlike the previous match.
Good on you. On the previous match, everybody went, "Oh no, he's winning, he's winning."
They
went
just
back and
constantly changed
their opinion.
It changed every time a frame was won, didn't it? That one.
So fickle, the public.
Oh. He's got a great break on him, hasn't he, Ben?
Yeah, he's got a good break. He just needs to sort the rest out.
He's already had the rest out. What you on about? First time I've seen it used in this tournament.
Yep.
You don't see the rest come out very often with these top players. They normally have the cue ball on a bit of string, travelling not very far at all on the table.
Phil Harrison was going to use it yesterday and then decided against it, stretched, and then was angry with himself for stretching and not getting it right.
Should never stretch.
I'm the same though.
Yeah, I think we're all at fault for it because it's just easier. They're actually 9 times out of 10 you'll miss it.
Well, Jeffrey Barlow has taken quite a while to get to this level of what we do streaming wise. That's a good shot from Ben. It's actually quite plumb.
Jeff, you won't get the same standard anyway. You haven't got me to do all the work. Sorry, bud.
Modesty's not a strong point.
Oh, I can't play the game.
So, just one reverse dish. No break dishes from either of them. So what camera did you buy then, Jeffrey? And are the Elite 8 Ball TV stickers still all over the table? Hope like we've done with the table here as well.
And also our brand new banner that we managed to purchase.
Brand new banner that made us late.
Very, very late. By 6 hours.
Not too late, thankfully, but late enough. Right then.
It's under here slightly.
A good shot here is needed. This is not actually the world's easiest shot, is it?
No, that's why I said he's under here slightly. He would have preferred to actually land straight on that to the corner. Then he wouldn't have had to do much with the cue ball. Yeah, he's played that well.
Nicely done. So is the comeback on? That is 6-3 and much more respectable. Well done, Ben. So David Masson, yeah, we'll give a shout out to Joe Howie. Not sure why, but we'll give a shout out to Joe Howie, who was watching earlier on this weekend. Ah, what a shame for Kristi that last yellow just rolled in front of the red. Just changed the favourites from being reds to yellows, and has given him a little bit more work to do.
Just a tricky first yellow if he does decide to go for them. Or unless he can sneak free.
Oh, he's he's using this plant to get it out now.
So he went reds.
That was a really good shot, but unfortunately the ball on the top cushions just landed slightly awkward.
Hopefully it's just slightly off, just to make it a little bit more easier.
Afternoon, Moilsey, how we doing? Should have stayed up here, you could have come on the mic with me.
Hey, Moilsey.
Mr. Motivator.
No, he's been in Ireland,
The
haven't you, Moilsey, from what I've seen?
The orange Mr. Motivator.
Oh, he lost his trousers the other night, from what I heard, playing a match in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can't take Moilsey anywhere, can you? So Mark Farnsworth has pulled one back now. It's 7-4 against Michael Tomlinson.
So just these two matches to go. Farnsworth, Tomlinson. No, it's a race to 8. So Michael Tomlinson is through. Farnsworth's out.
So just this one left.
Were you looking for Farnsworth to pull it back from that race to 8? 8-4 again. I'm only having a laugh. Sorry. I'm just getting beaten with a microphone now.
Jacob said everybody. Hollow.
Did you say hello?
Hollow.
Oh, hollow. Okay. There's a little bit of a crowd starting to build up in here. People have come in now that there's only this match going. Apparently Moilsey lost his trousers, wallet and phone. Was that when you were playing for money, Moilsey? Maybe you should stick to playing for money in Calcuttas instead of on the pool table. So, chances of Gav Robinson being on the stream next. He's not been on. You know what? I think that I think he should be too. Can't guarantee it because it depends how the draws fall. Maybe they'll do a random draw for it on who's going to be on stream. Just the one ball left to make this 7-3. Gonna avoid the middle pocket here. And he's missed it. Too much work to do to avoid that middle pocket, I think. So will Ben play the simple safety off the 2 yellows that are creating a problem to snooker Kristi? Looks like it. Thank you very much, John Pollock. There are 8 players in the losers qualification. 3 already through. Michael Tomlinson, Gavin Robinson and Scott Ross. Hello. Well, I think that is what you call potentially getting away with it. It was £200 a man to enter this event, this particular event. Looks like there's a possibility that this yellow passes down the bottom. Ben just had a bit of a look and he's connecting the dots in his head. Got a bit of a crowd building up in here now. If it doesn't go, you could look to get on it soon. looks of it, this must pass. Yeah, it does. Flew in. So, 6-4. And all of a sudden, it's a different ball game. Kristi's going to be kicking himself that he missed that black. Ben Davies, the entry was 600 quid, it'll only be 200 after Brexit. So still only the one reverse dish, no break dishes from either of them. Surprising. There will be a short break after this game for me to organise the quarter-final draw. So, ball potted. Not the simplest of clearances. Yellow's looking favourite. Although the ball in the top right, or top middle, presenting a potential problem. Ball on the bog line in the middle, passing into the yellow, into the left middle. The yellow middle. I've gone mad.
You were already mad.
There's a bit of that reverse side again. Everybody loves a bit of reverse side, come on.
You couldn't tell your left and your right, could you?
It's just the back and the reverses. Having a good look at this. Realising now that it's 6-4 that actually this is pretty crucial.
I thought the sun had just come on. It wasn't, it was G-Force just walking past with his bright orange top.
G-Force with his new full head of hair. Especially imported from Turkey.
Don't get jealous, Jakob.
It's been that long, I don't know what it would look like with a full head of hair. I'd probably end up shaving it off again. Go and have a full head of hair transplants. Shave it back off. What's going on here? He's here. One of each. Had he looked at that?
I don't think he had. Still open table.
Yeah, it is. I mean, had he looked at whether the red went? Because I mean, obviously he went for reds, but
I don't think he looked at whether or not he was going to play into the yellow.
I'm directly behind it, and that doesn't go. Unless, of course, he twists it with a little bit of side to kick it in off the jaw. Oh, take a bow. It's a shame how that white's
I disagree
landed.
with Andy. do on a daily basis. Sorry, Jakob's just hyperventilating in the corner right now. He'll be back with us
I
shortly.
was just having a bit of a chuckle. So, Craig Davies, actually, you say about there not being as many dishes, but both John McAllister and Jack Whelan had an exceptional amount of dishes yesterday in their matches that were on stream. John McAllister had 5 break dishes and 4 reverse dishes. Then Jack Whelan had 5 break dishes and 3 reverse dishes. Although I do agree that the Shark Rack does allow for a better split, for sure. And you could be right to some degree. But I think it's more connecting the dots afterwards. That's a horrible shot to be taking on. He's really unlucky to have landed like that. Yeah, Harrison did have a lot of dishes. I don't know what the stats were on Harrison's because I was busy over manually operating a camera. Can you remember?
When did you operate? Oh, okay, yeah, alright, let you off.
During Harrison's game, like I just said. Nutter.
Yeah, the one and only time you did do a bit of work.
Has anyone got a shovel?
It's alright, I've forgotten to put the colours on this time. Sack me.
Hope you guys are enjoying the pool today. I know we've been a little bit quiet on the commentary during this particular match. Still been an interesting match to watch. Good to see Ben come back a little bit after struggling in previous frames. This is going to have to be some shot. He's not got much of an angle to work with here. He's going to have to use a bit of running side to bring this round. That's a great shot. So, how big are your nuts? Not the most difficult shot here, although he doesn't seem to like the queuing. Can't quite decide where his hands go in. Horrible queuing out of a pocket like that. Eventually played it well. Mr. Lakin, why aren't you here? Nicely finished. That puts Mr. Caulfield on the hill. Seven 4. And the last match to be going through, we have got in the quarterfinals Liam Dunster, Jack Whelan, Jordan Church, Phil Harrison, Michael Tomlinson, Gavin Robinson and Scott Ross. We'll be doing a draw after this live, so you can see who's going to be playing against each other in the quarters. The semis will naturally follow after that. Like it, Andy McKinnon. Nice little shot, and I reckon that is probably a match winner. You can actually see the thirst in his face. That is absolutely plum. So, who reckons this is going to be the first break dish of the of this match? Poll hasn't changed. 51% say Ben Davies. I am loving your confidence. He's actually slightly underrun that. Becca Douglas, yes, the draw is being done on stream. Oh, he's underrun that again. What a shot that was. And the first break dish of the match to win. Well played, Kristi Caulfield. Unlucky, Ben Davies. We will be back with you shortly for the live draw for the quarterfinals. See you soon.